Hey, it's Josephine for the Pointe Shop. I'm with Sam. This is our outgoing junior model, and we were blown away by her this year. We were so excited to have you, Sam. We're going to do a pointe shoe fitting for Sam today, and I've actually never fitted her. I've only seen her pointe shoes from the stage. I did not do a pre-pointe shoe fitting before this video, so you're gonna see this from the start. So hopefully I don't mess up too bad. Sam has insanely gorgeous feet, and you can kind of see by the wear patterns that she balances a little bit more towards her big toe. Is there anything you don't like about your shoes?
They die very quickly, and they don't last that long, but jet glue's been my savior.
And where do you normally break your shoes, the shank or the box?
Shank.
Okay, so the shank dies first. Oh my gosh, this jet glue, it's like cement. So this is almost dying, but it feels so hard. It's so crazy. So you like everything about your shoes. They just don't last very long.
They don't last very long. I usually can't do much unless it's darned.
Okay,
Like,
what happens if it's not darned?
I can't balance.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is very interesting. This is a very small platform, but she only darns a little bit. This is actually very thin, but the fact that it makes a big difference for Sam tells me that she's very sensitive to how the platform is. Have you ever tried a hard shank in these?
Yes.
What happened?
It took too long to break them in, and once they were broken in, they didn't last very long.
Okay, with people with super archy feet like Sam too, sometimes the hard shank dies faster. It might be better to just go with softer shank and then jet glue, because that way you can kind of spot treat the area that you know is gonna die. Looks like it is wrinkling a little bit here, but nothing hurts you, right?
No.
Nothing hurts you, right? So you can see Sam has gorgeous feet. It's beautiful. This is exactly where the shoe is supposed to be breaking. This is a 3/4 shank, so it's soft from here up, but she jet glues pretty much the entire shank on the inside. So it's pretty hard. I like the shoe on her. We're just trying to find something that is going to last a little bit longer. And at this level, the dancer knows what she likes more than the fitter. So I'm basically trying to figure out her preferences and then trying to match the shoe to fit that instead of telling her what she needs. And the main reason why we're trying on different shoes is not because the fit of the old shoes is incorrect necessarily. It's that we want to try to find something that lasts a little bit longer. And I think Sam's at the point where she's wearing some of the hardest shoes on the market, in the traditional market. We want to try a synthetic shoe, which is like a little bit of a plastic material so that it'll last longer. So this one hangs a little bit better in this part. Go into parallel for me. Her knuckles are not sitting on top of the shoe anymore. It's much cleaner right here. And if you look at the shank, it's perfect. It's completely aligned in the heel. The heel is much cleaner. So even though there's still a little bit of fabric, it's not as much as her previous pointe shoe because it just doesn't bunch as much. Now, the only thing that is probably a downside is that this shoe is breaking slightly lower than her arch. So we want it to break a tiny bit higher, but it's really hard to do that with a synthetic shank. This is the hardest shank in this shoe, but we would get a harder shank that will force the break a little bit higher. The platform size in this shoe, a little bit more of a surface area for her to balance in. You can also see that the traditional shoe, it's slightly rounded, as opposed to this shoe, it's very, very crisp. So it's almost like she's already darned her pointe shoes. It's already very easy to find the edges of that platform. So that's another upside. It's an improvement in several different places, and it's a downside in one place, but we can definitely customize that. But this will ultimately last much longer than the shoe that she's currently in. Sam's been in the same shoe since basically her first pair of pointe shoes. I didn't want to change the shoe too much. It's actually the same brand, it's just a different model. We just wanted to find a shoe that lasts a little bit longer and maybe make a little bit more tweaks when it comes to aesthetics. But I think this is a good improvement. This will last a long time and we can customize it to make it even better. We have our model search application open for March. We're only going to do an in-person event for our finalists this year, and our finalists actually double up as our ambassadors. Sam was our junior model and Izzy was our senior model, but we're just going to have one this year. It's a good time overall. So apply and we'll also show you guys all the behind the scenes. I'll see you guys later.